It's the weekend update with Neil Patrick Harris. The big story today is the fall of Troy. The Greeks overcame the Trojans because of Sinan's trickery and how he outsmarted the Greeks. And the hero himself is here. Sinan!
Hey, how are you? Thanks for having me today.
So Sinan, how does it feel to be called a hero?
It feels great. I feel so happy that my work is finally recognized for Greece.
So how'd you do it?
Well, first I volunteered to stay behind to try to trick the Trojans and believing we left the horse there into the city. Bringing the horse into the city.
How did you...
Go back and restart from there. From that sentence.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, that sentence that you messed up on?
Yeah.
Just go through that.
Just restart from the beginning of that sentence.
Okay. Alright. Go?
Yep.
Well, first I volunteered to stay behind to try to trick the Trojans into believing we left the horse and bringing the horse into the city.
How'd you get them to believe you?
Well, it started with this huge sob story about how they all ditched me and how they wanted me dead. Those poor saps think that they wanted to get rid of me? Like me?
Great job. We all know you're going to get remembered as a hero.
Not at all. Not all that great. I'm only the reason that Troy fell. And the lie wasn't all I did. I'm only the reason Ulysses and Menelaus go out of the horse into the city. And I also lit the signal fire for everyone outside was hiding behind Tenedos. I was pretty much the reason that we won.
Well, don't you think that you're being a little full of yourself? Do you really think everyone thinks that you are as cool and as big shot as you say you are?
Go ahead, I dare you. Ask anyone in any Greek in all of Greece. I guarantee they will blatantly tell you Sinan is the man, the greatest hero of Greece.
Well, I'll take that challenge, because we actually have a random Greek our news chariot picked up on its way to the station. Let's see what he has to say on the matter. No, you're too far down.
No, I'm not. Oh, shit, I am.
Am I gonna go on you and then you come in?
Yeah, go on, Leah.
Alright.
Restart. No.
I'll start on Leia and then you come in.
I did bad.
Don't worry about it. Alright. Go.
Sorry, left your door open.
Good move. So, what do you think of Sinan?
Sinan? He's the man. Like, you don't even understand. He's the biggest Greek hero ever. He did so much work and did it so full of trickery that those idiot Trojans fell for it. Like, it was their mother telling them an old folk tale about a scary bed monster. If Sinan, who let me add, is the best liar in all the lands, wasn't with us, then I have no idea how the horse would have made its way into the wall. All I know is I'm really grateful to have Sinan with us, and I'm definitely headed to the Greek fan shop to get an I Heart Sinan shirt.
Do you think Sinan will be remembered? Maybe a statue of some kind? Or simply passed down in oral tradition?
If it was up to me, I would have a huge monument built in his honor. Granted, some people find statue a little too much, but I'm sure he'll forever be remembered in some kind of a book of our story in the future. But in my opinion, considering they already have this gift shop with t-shirts, a statue is definitely necessary.
But don't you think it's a little wrong to have lied about the whole situation?
Please don't tell me you're gonna be one of those whiner babies who complains about how the so-called rules of war were broken. Listen to this. Imagine being on that dreadful battlefield every day for almost 10 years. At that point, we were all just tired and want to go home. So who cares if the imaginary rules were never even written down or agreed on are bent? At the end of the day, Troy is ruined, the Greeks won, and Sinan is a hero.
Well, here's my final question. Do you think that Sinan and his lie was more important than the idea of the horse itself and the great Odysseus himself?
Well, let me break it down for you, very simply. Without Sinan, the horse could have been burned or desecrated. Don't get me wrong, Odysseus was a great hero and did a lot for the Greeks, and his idea was genius. But without the lie, it could have gone terribly wrong. Sinan is the most important guy in this war, and he alone ended it with his powerful words of deceit and trickery. That's all I have to say left on the matter. Thanks for the interview, and remember, Sinan for king.
What's your hand there?
Round up.
I think I can get all the crayon right.
That's good.
Sweet, I can get all the crayon right.
Who's out of my shop?
I'm
Go out the door. Get back out the door. Okay, our next guest is Priam, the former king of Troy who let Sinon free.
That.
So Priam, how do you feel about Sinon?
Oh, I had it on the wrong thing. My fault. The line was, I'm not a fan or something. I'm like,
Not a fan. He destroyed your city. You hate him.
I don't know. No, but I had
All right, come on, let's go.
Should I start that over?
Just say the Priam thing again.
Our next guest is Priam, the former king of Troy who let Sinon free. So Priam, how do you feel about Sinon?
My opinion, you want to ask me how I feel about the liar who tricked me and my men into losing our kingdom and became a hero doing it? He broke the rules of war, and all those dirty Greeks claim that it was okay after 10 years, but respectful Trojan beg to differ. Sorry if I seem a little worked up, but it just angers me that knowing if I just could have seen through this lie, like a good king does, or just left the horse outside and kept an eye on it for a few days, and maybe, just maybe, Troy would still be there. And my family, my people, would be healthy and prosperous. If I had the chance to go back in time and cut that liar and burn that horse, I would give anything for that chance.
So you're not a big fan?
No. I'd rather jump blindfolded into a burning river full of sharks than hear him be called a hero.
It's a little drastic. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, Priam, but Greek Heroes Monthly already has Sinon on the cover with a 3-page story.
Are you serious? That liar is a hero? If he's a hero, then consider me Jupiter's favorite person ever. I'm not dealing with it. I'm going back to the dead. Call it permanent. Forget this fake hero. I'm headed back to the realm of the world with my wife. So,
Did anyone else remember he was dead? The gods work does crazy things, but I guess that explains the pale ghost-like look. Anyway, thanks for being here on this show. Well, that was an interesting show. With the weekend update, I'm Neil Patrick Harris. Good night!